Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Friday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes, and I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and intuitive life coach. Today I have with me the energy of the Divine Collective that will be addressing some of your questions and considerations. But they also wanted me to share an important sentiment with you that is not to be taken lightly. And they said, it is time to end your enslavement. You see, slavery is not about one race or group of people being enslaved by another. Enslavement is the enslavement that you have to the world and all that it contains, to believe that everything in the world is what you require in order to know who you are, what you look like, the sound of your voice, the color of your hair, the color of your eyes, the color of your skin, how much money you have or don't have. These are all entrapments. You did not come here to be trapped in your identity as a biological entity. You came here to learn to liberate and express your divine creativity. You are a spiritual entity living through a physical medium. And there's a certain level of love and regard and respect that you need to cultivate over your body and especially your mind. Because each and every one of you is made uniquely in this world. Every one of you that is hearing this, you are unique and distinct in all of creation. And you have forgotten that comparing yourself to others or thinking that the way you appear to the world is more important than who and what you are here to be and do as a spiritual consciousness, a creating intelligence. And we simply want to let you know that your enslavement to this world is what keeps you in suffering, the belief and idea that the things of this world give your life or do not give your life its meaning and value. No, the meaning and value for your life comes through your creative expression and how that creative expression impacts your physical body and the people around you and your environment. It's your creative expression that you must find your freedom through, not how you look or how you sound or how you walk or how you talk, but how you are being. What are you being as a creative expression in this world of matter, time, and space? You will never, ever get your body to look like or sound like something other than what it is. You can make modifications to it and change it, and these will prove to be less than favorable in the end for you, as the disfigurement of yourself is exactly that. The unique, wondrous manifestation that you are hearing these vibrational sounds coming into your body through, or you may be, if you are of that function, you may be reading the verbal, visual cues of the language or the spoken word coming through this body to your eyes. But your body in and of itself is a unique manifestation of creation, never to be repeated again. Learning to delight and appreciate that wondrous and incredible uniqueness is what needs to occur in order for you to begin to end your enslavement to this world, to end your enslavement to the world and what you think the world should think about you or what you think the world should not think about you. You came here to articulate a creative expression, to pursue with your greatest passion. What is your expression? And if it is a true expression in the foundational principles of what you are as a creating intelligence, then what you create will please you. And to the degree and extent that you are separating yourself from your creative manifestation, to that degree and intensity, you will feel not so good or exhilarated or happy about your life. For you came here to express, not to be defined or refined by the world itself, but to offer a unique contribution to it. That was really fun when they said that to me this morning. I thought, yes, It's not how much money you accumulate or how many things you have or how many people like you or do not like you. It's what are you being? Like, you look at the dandelions. I don't know. I love dandelions. I don't care what anybody else says. They're beautiful. They're not just weeds. They're incredibly nutritious and healthy for you. And they all look the same. But they said, no, they're not. They are all uniquely contributing their unique expression of themselves to the world without any question or deviance from it. They stay totally focused on what they are being. Every dandelion, you can see fields of dandelion. Mustard seeds do the same thing. Mustard grows prolifically. And yet each and every plant, each and every flower, each and every leaf, stick and stone that exists is unique and distinct. You are unique and distinct. And it's up to you to realize that expression, to not get caught up in the world's definition of what you are supposed to be according to something outside of yourself, but to actualize that which is within you. Then you will feel truly pleased. But so many of you are bound and into the necessity, you think, of having others define you and respect you and appreciate you, that will give your life the fullness of its meaning. No, it's your expression of your being in its truest, most integral form that will give your life the most meaning and value. What you will express yourself as creatively. It has nothing to do with your body. Your body is merely the instrument through which you will express yourself. And we will, of course, address your questions today. But it is time to end your enslavement to the world, to come to an understanding of what you are here to be and do, because you came here to be and do something. And you know this. All of you know this. Unequivocally, you know this in your heart. But you cannot find it in the world because it's within your own heart. You need to go within yourself to understand your fundamental likes and dislikes of what you are being or doing. For there is a clear path if you can understand what it is that when you say it gives you joy, what you say or do that does not give you joy, the things that when you take those actions diminish you, and the things and actions you take that elevate you up to your higher expression of yourself. And it is from within yourself that you must come to know who and what you are here to be and do, not from the world or the professor or the doctor or the teacher or the mother or the father. From within yourself, it is going to come, and you will know it, for it will be good and very good. When you say things and you do things and you are being in such ways that you feel joy in your heart, you are on your path. For joy is the ultimate sensation of when one is in alignment with their true nature. True joy, not the artificial expression of pretending, but a true, deep, and meaningful joy that translates itself into expressions of love, compassion, and goodness. It elevates the well-being of others up by the very nature of its expression. That is, your highest sense of who you are, when fully articulated, will do nothing but good in this world. Your highest expression of yourself will do nothing but add good into this world and into your life. And you shall reap the natural benefits of being yourself and not something that you believe you must be in order to receive approval or acceptance from others. So here we are. So end your enslavement. They just wanted me to communicate that short message to you, that it's time you end your enslavement to the world, to the approval of other people, to having to look or be or do a certain way in order for people to like you and accept you. But to really understand, who are you really? What is your expression? What is your true expression? And how to know what your truest expression, what they said to me, the way to know if you're in your alignment with your true expression, because within yourself you will feel joy. You will feel this is the way that is right for me. Not because others say it is, or I get approval from them or acceptance from them. No, there's a fundamental place inside yourself when you say a certain thing and you do a certain thing and you go, that feels good. That feels right to me. Not to your body, but you as a being. because your body is based in sensation. Your body's a poor measure of knowing who you are as a spiritual entity, because your body's based in the physical world as a physical organism experiencing physical things that may be experienced as pleasurable or painful, right? That's what the body is. It's an instrument that's experiencing things pleasurable or painful. But that's for the flesh. But that's not for who you are as a soul, which is where most people are struggling. You know, we see this huge mental health problem all over the world. Suicides at a rate that have never been witnessed before in modern history, because people are basing their identity on their biology and not on what they are as a spiritual entity. And who you are as a spiritual entity is far more exquisite and remarkable than anyone can be. And it's not about your body. There have been great teachers and healers and leaders who had bodies that did not appear so pleasant, but their function of self was greater than the physical being. Anyway, thank you so much. I want to thank the Divine Collective for sharing that little insight with us. Yeah, it's so important. So we're going to go into questions. Anyway, you can ask any questions you want. This is Friday, but I really wanted you to understand that when they came and said to me, it's important that you understand you must end your enslavement to the world, to what other people think, feel, and believe. Anybody. You must go inside your heart, because you, in the last analysis, and I don't know about you, but certainly with me, at the end of the day, when I look in the mirror and I think about everything I said and did that day, and I ask myself, was this good? Did this lift me up? Did this contribute more to the world? Did this make the world a better place? And if my answer is no, I make corrections. If the answer is yes, I go, woo, yeah, did it again. And that's what you need to do. Don't base it on what other people say. Base it upon what you experience in yourself. When you say, when I yelled at those people today, did that feel good? Did I feel I uplifted the world, made the world a better place? Or when I went and had that surgical procedure that my body didn't really need, did that really make me feel like I uplifted myself to a higher expression of myself? Only you can come to those conclusions. You cannot let the world keep defining. Not your professors, not your teachers, not your parents, not your friends. You need to end your enslavement to the world so that you can begin to articulate your divinity as an expression creatively to the world, because you have something very unique to add to this world. You know you do. Every one of you knows you do. I don't care who you are. You know, those people you see barely alive on the streets that are living in tents and things, they know the same thing. They know they came here for a reason. They just don't know how to get to it. Because why? Because they've been basing a lot of their choices and their actions upon what the world says or doesn't say. And they haven't learned how to differentiate between what the world has taught them to believe or not believe. So there's a simple pathway to ending your enslavement. And that is waking up. Wake up to what you are as a spiritual consciousness, not to what you are as a body or a personality. A personality is a construct of the world. Your soul is not. Hi, guys. Good morning. Yeah, we'll get the questions. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Wendy. Hi. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. Hi, Shadow. My sister took all of my inheritance and abandoned all of her family. Hi, Shadow. I haven't known how to move forward after that. Yeah. Listen to me very carefully. The anger and the fear and the betrayal, the anger and the fear and the betrayal that you are holding in your heart and in your mind, you must release it. Your life cannot be found in the hands or thoughts of another. They are within you. But you must release your anger, your fear, and your betrayal. You need to release that from you. You need to remember the things that matter to you to be and to do and to say. I'm being shown a picture of a canvas sitting on an easel. It's a blank canvas. I'm being shown a palette in a hand with many colors on it. And it is your life that what you think and what you believe and what you dwell upon, these will be the colors that you paint the experience of your life with. You must release your anger. You must release your fear. You must release those feelings of betrayal and focus on what do I love to be and do. And again, I'm being literally shown a blank canvas. You have a blank canvas in front of you. And with each and every thought that you have, you get to repaint your life. But you have to let go of the judgment and the anger and the feeling of betrayal. You have to let those emotions go and make the decision now. What will I choose to be and do from this point forward? And you'll start to move forward. You know, a real simple exercise my guardian angel John gave me a number of years ago. He said, William, one of the easiest ways that you can begin to move yourself back to the joy of your being, you get a little, like a tiny dollar store notepad, a little notepad you can carry around in a shirt pocket or a pants pocket. And he said, every time you open that up, you walk down the street. He said, for an hour every day, just walk around and write in that notepad what gives you joy. And so I would write down, the sound of the robin singing in the tree gave me joy. And I'd write that in. The wind through the leaves gave me joy. The children laughing in the playground gave me joy. The color of the sky. And he said, just for that whole hour, you do nothing but write down everything that gives you joy. He said to me, it's not about what gives you the joy. It's about what reconnects you to the joy within yourself, so that you remember that your fundamental nature is to express creatively, and that is joyous. So that place really took me a long way when I started executing that process of just go out and write down every day what gives you joy for an hour. Focus on the things that give you joy, not because those things will give you joy, but because it reconnects you to the joy of your own being inside. You reconnect to joy within. And that's such a powerful place, because when you're in a state of joy, what you will think and what you will say and what you will do and how you will think and say and do it will be very different than from a place of fear and anger and sadness and betrayal, right? But this whole concept about ending your enslavement to the world is so important. And I think what was just said to you, I wish you so much love, and I hope you go out and do that. Like literally go out your door and start noticing all the things in the world that trigger and put you in touch with your inner joy. Because from joy, you can do very differently. You can think very differently than from, damn, sister took all that money on me and left me abandoned. You know, that will create different things. Thoughts create things, right? Anyway, great question. Thank you for sharing your intimacy with us and that very important part of your life with us. My father passed away 3 years ago from cancer. Since then, I feel I've been cursed. No, you have not been cursed. It's your opportunity to grow. You did not come here to be dependent on people. None of us came here to be dependent upon other people. We came here to manifest a creation that comes through you in a way it can come through nobody else. Every leaf on every tree is unique. You are unique in all of creation. You are. You really, really are. You got to remember that. You are unique in all of creation. Please remember that. Please remember that so you can end your suffering. Someone's asking, why do we seek our purpose as we get older rather than just live to the fullest in our youth? It's an interesting question. Every flower has its season. Every rose has its bloom. You know, I did organic gardening for 10 years, and it's a wonderful thing to watch how every seed comes at its own time. And there are some in this world that at a very young age are fabulously creative and incredibly wealthy and living wonderful, incredible lives. And there are people that don't do it until later on in life. If you realize that you are unique, that there is a time for you, and the fact that you're asking this question, they're telling me that she's remembering that her time is now, then do not lament what was not, but enjoy and entreat yourself in what may be. Begin to focus upon the loves and passions of your expression and what they are. Then you will begin to find true relief. But it is not a fixed time for all of you that you should be this or that at this time or that time, but that you should be it when you are ready to be it. And it sounds like you are ready to become what you are here to become. So do not compare yourself to your youth or youth to yourself, but be that which you are with love and grace. Be that which you are with love and grace. Wow, I like that. Thank you. Thank you, Juju. Great question. Got a question from Adam for Archangel Raphael. Explain the mechanics of why it is so hard to memorize, process, and recall information with my astrological placement of Mercury in Pisces, and to provide a solution for this. He's laughing. He's saying, why are you so frustrated? You're finally learning to live in the present moment and you want to be somewhere else. You are finally learning to be in the present moment. The present moment does not require memory in the fashion that you understand it. If you are truly living in the present moment, then all actions, all words, all expressions come from a place of knowingness, a recognition of all that is in the present moment with you and what is required of what you should say and what you should do and when you should or should not say or do them. Learning to live in the present moment requires no memory in the fashion that so many of you think it is so important to remember so many things. You do not need to remember so many things. If you are in the present moment, you will know exactly what to do and what to be and what to say and what to see, what to eat. You will know all these things in the present moment. Memory is not so important in the present moment as it is to simply understand your natural impulses. We do not mean the impulses of your biology, but the impulses of your being, your soul, which is quite delightful and quite curious. Yeah, he says he loves that level of curiosity about you. He loves your level of curiosity. It's going to be your saving grace, he says. Inquisitiveness. Good morning. Hi, guys. Amen. Yes, indeed. Someone's saying, how do I focus more on the good and stay focused on a good vibration? I think you were just given a solution a couple minutes ago from my guardian angel, John. Like, literally, get a little tiny notepad, walk around and start noticing everything that gives you joy. Ants gave me joy. Bees give me joy. Notice everything that triggers joy, because the goal isn't in the thing itself, but in reconnecting to the joy of your being. Because when you're in a state of joy, the expressions, the impulses that you will get from a vibration of joy are very different than, as you know, than you will get from the impulses of uncertainty and fear. But you have to reconnect to an energy within yourself to begin to actualize its expression in your life. You have to reconnect to your joy inside. Go, wow, I feel joyful. And then suddenly that feeling of joy will incline you to say and to do and to be from joy. Isn't that wonderful to be able to be and to do and to live from your joy as opposed to your fear? And we've all known this. You've been in fear, you've been in anger, you've been in joy, you've had moments. But when you have that joy, when you have that excitement inside yourself and your excitement, so like you feel excited about who you are, you're going to do and say things from that energy, very different when you're upset and frustrated. From that energy of being, you'll do very different things. And we're not here to judge you about what you are being or doing, but simply to remind you that you came here to express your being creatively in this world. You came here for that purpose. And the world cannot give you what you already brought to it, but you can offer to the world what you have brought to it. But you must remember what you brought to the world. Your love, your joy, your compassion, your playfulness, your curiosity, your excitement, your creativity. Remember what you came to bring to this world. So yes, please do that. Get that notepad up, go walk around, connect to your joy. Use the device of the world to reconnect to yourself. But there's also a lot in this world that's going to keep you in fear, in anger, in guilt, in shame, and there's a lot. There's a lot in this world that wants to keep you afraid and angry and sad and depressed. And there are beings on this planet, dark, evil beings, that enjoy seeing others suffer. And there are beings on this planet who enjoy seeing others thrive. So be mindful of whom you will listen to in this world. If you're going to use the benchmarks of other people, then choose wisely whom you will listen to and what you feel when you listen to them. Do they lift you up? Do they tell you to go within? Do they say you are capable of anything? You're capable of being incredibly creative and powerful. Your life can be a wondrous journey of excitement. Or they're going to say, oh, you got to be afraid of the taxes now. The government's going to get you. And are you going to live in fear? Because there are beings that enjoy seeing you live in fear. We aren't that fashion. You are here to live as a creative expression of love. Thank you for that question, Adam. Really appreciate it. We'll scroll down here. Vertical's asking, since menopause for the past 20 years, Angelica profusely sweats from head down to the spine. Her daughter underwent a serious operation then. How can she release this sweat. I'm being told, right, whenever she starts to feel the sweat happening, to drink water, good water, not toxic city water, but good, clean, distilled, or proper spring water. Make certain she adds little bits of a type of salt. They tell me Celtic sea salt is the best. Celtic sea salt is the best to add to your water. And anytime she starts to feel that sweating, to drink water. To drink about, they're saying 4 to 6 ounces of water for her. Tell her to drink, anytime she starts to feel that coming on, tell her to drink 4 to 6 ounces of water and put a few grains of Celtic sea salt in that water before she drinks it. And then get back to us and let us know what happens. But I'm being told that she'll start to realize that the body is just remember, your body's like a car. It's got a heating system and a cooling system. It gets too hot, the body starts to sweat to cool. It gets too cold, the body starts to shake because it needs fuel. Very simple mechanism. Very simple mechanism. I heat up, I can't cool down. Yep. Someone said, I just spontaneously shaved my head yesterday to really solidify that I'm more than my physical appearance. Wonderful. Congratulations. Again, your body's an animal. It's a beautiful instrument. People don't realize, people love dogs and cats and they love cute furry animals. And I love cute furry animals and dogs and cats too. But you got to realize your body is an animal that you are in charge of. Like a dog, you are in charge of that body. And how you treat your body is how you're treating a living, sentient animal on this planet. Your body is an animal. It's separate. It depends on you to love it and take care of it. And a lot of people have been taught to judge their body. Oh, it should be this way. It must be that way. It has to be this. It has to be that. No, your body's a unique and incredible manifestation of creation. Wow, if you could wrap your mind around that reality, that how incredibly beautiful and exquisite your body is, and then how to love it and take care of it in the way that it needs you to, not the way you think you should make it. I must make my body this way, but take care of it in the way it needs to be taken care of. I didn't realize that you have to exercise your body properly until like almost 2 years ago. I was told to start going into a gym. I'd never been in a gym in my life. I was told, go to a gym. They said, William, you have to go to a gym. You have to give your body more exercise to make all of it stronger and healthier so it can live longer and more vibrantly. And lo and behold, that's what I did. And you'd be amazed. Your body needs you to treat it in very specific ways that are compatible with its well-being. And if you treat it in ways that are not compatible with its well-being, it will suffer. And you will think you are suffering. You are not your body. You're experiencing your body's experiences. You can experience the body when it experiences pain. Oh, it's in pain. You can experience the body when it feels good. But the body can only give you sensation as its way of telling you this is good or not good. So when you get to a certain age, you're walking around, you're really slow because you haven't exercised, or you're not properly hydrated, you haven't eaten proper food. And the body's breaking down because it's not getting what it needs. And you think, oh, I'm old. No, you haven't treated your body properly. Yes, the body will age. It has a lifespan. Like flowers have lifespans. Birds have lifespans. Everything has a lifespan. And you want to teach your body to train your body with as much love and goodness as you can. But yeah, if shaving your head makes you feel closer to, that your body is closer to being its highest expression of itself, great. But I'll tell you, there's so many people doing things to their bodies that are harming the body, not realizing that the body is a separate thing from you. It's not who you are. Your body's not who you are. It's the instrument. There's a wonderful movie came out a number of years ago called The Golden Compass with Nicole Kidman and somebody else. Wonderful movie to watch, but the relationship between humans that have animal spirits as part of their life, and if one side is hurt, the other is hurt. And you've got that relationship with your body. Whatever you think and say and do affects your body. Whatever you think and say and do affects your body, and you experience how those effects are. But congratulations on that shaved head. I'm happy for you. Someone's asked me, can you tell me my main guide's names, please? Yes, Archangel Raphael, Master Saint Germain. Those are your primary guards right now. You want to work with them. They're your primary guides. Yes. Veronica, any message from me? Would really appreciate it. Hi, Veronica. Well, I don't know why, but there's something about mustard. I don't know what. Something about mustard, Veronica. You need to have some mustard today. I don't know why, but mustard seed. If you can get some fresh mustard seed, chew on some fresh mustard seed. I don't know why they're saying this, but they're saying you need to chew on like mustard seed, not processed mustard in a jar. Mustard seed. Get some mustard seed and chew on some mustard seed. They're saying about a quarter of a teaspoon will be sufficient. Do not worry about what it will do. It will do what it does. But this is what you have requested. We've given this to you. About a quarter teaspoon of mustard seed. Weird. That's fascinating. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Nancy. Someone's asking here, will my son be diagnosed? Yes, they're telling me you already diagnosed him. Your fear has diagnosed your son. Your fear has diagnosed your son. You must not hold fear in your hearts towards your children. Why would you hold anything other than your love for your children? Yes, I know they're telling me that you mean a medical diagnosis, right? I'm not a medical doctor, but yes, you will receive a diagnosis from them. But know that that diagnosis will be based upon what he's already acquired from you and those closest to him in terms of emotion. People don't realize the power of emotion on those we love. Gotta remember that. Question from Wendy. Where are you, Wendy? There you are. Can you offer some guidance for me regarding my youngest daughter who is pregnant in terms of her behavior to me for my highest good to her? Again, if you just heard what was said to the other person about her son, the same is true for any of your children. What you think and feel towards your children affect you, and what they feel and think towards you affects you. It's so important to align yourself to an intentional understanding of your children being guided, inspired, and uplifted, that life will bring the best to them. You need to keep that in your mind at all times about your children, no matter what it appears like right now for your daughter. Know and tell her this when you see her. I always envision the highest and best for you. And then ask her how she needs you to help. Not how you want to help, how she needs you to help. Ask her how she needs you to help. And then you get to decide if that help is reasonable or not. I'm sending her much love because I know she's afraid and she's got a lot of concerns going on about whether or not she's capable of doing this. And I can assure you she is more than capable of doing this. It's natural to be afraid of the unknown. It's natural to be afraid of the unknown. Tell her that. It's natural to be afraid of the unknown. And she'll be really happy to hear some of your pointers on how to deal with raising a child. Yeah. Her partner needs to be more committed and involved. He needs to be more committed and involved. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Someone's saying, I have severe issues at my job. What do you feel the outcome will be? Well, I need to tell you this. It's important that these severe issues be blessed. That you bless these issues. This blessing would go like this. I pray and request that love and joy enter this situation. That love and joy enter this situation. You don't have to concern yourself about how or when. Just that love and joy will enter this situation. That love and joy will enter this situation. You don't have to concern yourself with how that's going to happen, but you have to make the request. And drop your anger and frustration about it, please. Stop carrying that anger and frustration with you. It's not doing you any good. But let love and joy provide the solution. Make that decision. I open to love and joy entering this situation. But you must open to that in order for it to come in. You can't have someone come in the door if you don't open it. If you want love and joy to work on this situation. You have to open the door. I invite love and joy into this situation. Just do that. And then come back and share with us what happened after you invited love and joy into your situation. Because when you invite an energy into your life, whether it's joy or fear, each will reap its own reward. And you have the power, any one of you has the power to either choose to have love or fear in your life, or anger or patience. Each of us has that power to invite a quality of energy into our lives. I invite love into my life. I invite joy into my life. I invite prosperity into my life. I invite happiness into my life. I don't have to be attached to when and how that's going to happen. But no, when you invite a guest in, they will come in. Right? I hope you do that. I really hope you do. Because you're not here to suffer. None of you are. Question from Bazia. Why does my daughter Claudia get her headaches recently? What is causing it? I'm not, yes, I won't say that in public. Thank you. There is you want to get her to clear the mucus out of her system. You want her to get her to clear the mucus out of her system. Get her away from dairy, especially dairy right now for her. Get her away from dairy right now. Get her onto more water. And there's a type of what are they called? It's called serapeptase. Serapeptase. It's an enzyme produced by the silkworm. You want her to get onto some serapeptase. You can look that up on Google, serapeptase, and you can find it on Amazon. I'll see if I can put the link below the description box in the video after it's posted on YouTube. But she needs to clear the mucus out of her system. Yeah, and hydration. Yes, okay, and hydration as well. She needs to change the hydration in her body. And salts. People don't realize salts are not bad for you if they're the right salts. Table salt, most pink Himalayan salt isn't even real. The best salt on the planet that you want to use for your body is called Celtic sea salt. And you want to be having that on a regular basis. So your body needs salt to live. It needs it to survive properly. It needs it for electrolyte production in the body. So when your doctors say, oh, cut down on your salt, what they're talking about is cutting down on table salt, like garbage shit that they feed to people. You want to get engaged in a natural salt. And there is good pink Himalayan sea salt, don't get me wrong. But Celtic sea salt is one of the best on the planet. Thank you. I know. Yeah, I know. Nancy's just saying it has to be something medical. He's not himself. Understand, you got to get kids away from technology. You should be putting your technology down on a regular basis. Like walking down the street, you see people on their screens all the time. You have to understand how electromagnetic frequencies work, how they can interface different frequencies in your biology through television, through cell phones, through computers. Energy can't be destroyed or created. It can be changed from one state to another. It's a simple fact. Electromagnetic spectrum works the same way. Certain frequencies of electricity, of that electromagnetic expression going into your body, into his body in this case, can be really good or really bad. So you want to become mindful of what sort of electromagnetic radiation is your body being exposed to. You know, ultraviolet radiation, UV radiation, which causes sunburn, right? It's an electromagnetic frequency that you can't see with your eyes, but it's there. There are electromagnetic frequencies that are coming from computers and routers and cell phone towers and electrical wires that interact with your biology, and they will have an influence upon it. It's just a reality. Just like heat is an electromagnetic frequency. Too much heat can affect your body. Too much cold can affect your body. You must consider the electromagnetic exposure you have on a daily basis, and to what, and how it's affecting you, and then to monitor that very carefully, right? To monitor your exposure, and tell him to do the same thing. Someone's asking, What's the reason someone has cat allergy? How to heal? Thank you. That's a great question. Let me ask here. When the symptoms arise, and I've heard them say this to other people before, when the symptoms arise, to go into a state of gratitude, thanking the body for its intention to protect you. Be grateful for the symptoms. Say, thank you for being a part of my life. Stop attacking and resenting the symptoms. Your body is simply responding in a way that it believes it needs to. If you say to the body, when it's having these responses, thank you for all that you do for me, go into a state of gratitude with those symptoms. Instead of going, oh, this is terrible, I hate this, go, thank you. Thank you, sinuses. Thank you, nose. Thank you, digestive system, for everything you're doing. Go into a state of gratitude, and you'll start to feel the symptoms abate almost immediately. And I've seen this many times. It happens in our classes and courses on a regular basis. Speaking of which, I want to remind those of you that are here, you've got approximately 8 days left to sign up for our 102 Masterclass called Liberation. It starts July 22nd. Register now at WilliamMichaelForbes.com. This 102 Masterclass is a course designed to help you liberate yourself from old thoughts, old memories, and old emotions, and helps you to formulate new ideas, new thoughts, and new energy, how to create new energy to embody instead of holding on to the anger and the fear and the guilt and the shame and the self-judgment, all the thoughts that the world has given you, how to differentiate yourself from that and how to begin to build a new personality that's more suitable to your natural state as a soul. Because there is a difference between who you are as a body, who you are as a mind, and what you are as a soul. Your mind has been mostly made up by the world, your body's been made up by the world, and you're a soul, you're a spiritual entity. You're not made up by this world, but you came into this world. And our 102 Masterclass helps you liberate all those old emotions from your mind, from your body, and help you to generate a new creative expression. It's very exciting. Go sign up. You got 1 more week left. Hope to see you there. Scroll down a little more. I've got time for a couple more questions. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, going back over. There we go. Question from Ingest. If we, as a human collective, give up eating meat, will the animals stop eating each other? I'm being told no. That there are functions that some of you must understand. There are creatures in this world that need flesh. There are even humans in this world that need flesh. And there are creatures in this world that need the grasses and the seeds. And there are humans in this world that need the grasses and the seeds. You must understand the nature of your biology from its perspective rather than your own. There are certain elements to your body that may be in harmony with what you call meat, and there may be elements in your bodies that may be in harmony with the grasses and the fruits and the other living vegetables. But you must come to understand that from your own experience of it. Just as in the kingdom of animals, which your body is an animal, please understand. And in your animal kingdom, there are what you call herbivores and carnivores, and there are omnivores that will eat everything. And likewise is true of humans, that the body of humans is similar. They are animal bodies that may require one thing or another according to itself. But you must come to the understanding of that from your own experience of it. You will know, for your body will tell you if this is good or not good. The challenge many of you face is so many of you tend to ignore what your body tells you when it does. Those of you that eat meat that know it is bad for you, but you continue to do so, those of you that do not eat meat, that feel your body is bad, those of you that have conditions of illness and disease from things like sugars and other poisons that have been made, you must learn to listen to your body. It will tell you the truth of what is right for it. Your body can never lie to you. Your body can never lie to you, ever. Listen to it. Yeah. Question from Tanya. Hi, Tanya. I was stretching last night and heard a big pop from my left leg hip area. What did I do? It hurts so bad. I'm not sure if it's the muscle or the bone. Yeah, it's important. Yes. The emotional support that you're needing. Yes. The love must be restored. You must restore love. Something happened to you, Tanya, about halfway back in your life, whatever your age is, if you go halfway back, like half of your biological age back. So at that point, I don't know, but whatever that number is for you, whatever your age is, divide it by 2, and at that age, something happened there that's emotional, that's now come to the surface to be released. There's an old emotional experience that you had at the halfway mark of your life from where you are right now that you're still holding on to. They're telling me that now an emotion's been revealed to you. The pain of what happened then, the pain of what happened has now been revealed. Do not attack it. Do not fear it. But let your love and your grace transform it. Let your love and your grace transform it. Bring yourself to that pain. Bring yourself to it. Bring yourself fully and completely to love it. Extend your love, not your frustration to it. This will resolve it. See, the body can't lie. Nothing can be left hidden in the body. And the more you ignore and deny your pain and your suffering, the more apparent it will become to you as you age, physically age. The body can't hold on to emotional energy in a long-term process. It's not designed to do that. Your body's not designed to hold on to rage or guilt or shame or anger for a long period of time without it causing degradation in the biological systems. Nerves, organs, and glands are affected by the emotions that you hold in your body. They're also affected when you release emotions from your body. But what a blessing for you, Tanya, that you have that old emotion to be healed now. You won't have to carry it into later years with you. But go into that place in time where that event happened. You know what it is. They're telling me you know what it is. Go back to that point of time and space and really go into a state of love and grace around that event, and you'll see the healing of that emotion that's been really revealed to you, the pain, the intense pain you're feeling. That emotion from then can now be released. Don't get angry at it. Don't be frustrated with it. It needs to be loved, transformed, and released. Anyway, you come to our 102 Masterclass. It will really help you to do that. Bring your pain with you to the class. Bring your anger. Bring these things, because you'll learn how to release them and let them go. You did not come here to suffer. You came here to be free, to create. I love it. I'll take one more question from TikTok. And yes, I'm trying to find one more for TikTok. I've already gotten to that one. Let's see if we get a question from somebody new here. A family member has court today. What will happen? It's going to get put over. It's going to be put over for another couple of days. It's going to be put over again. There's information that's missing. But you need to tell them before they go to court, let the truth be revealed. Tell them to hold that in their mind. Let the truth be revealed. They must be very clear about this. Let the truth be revealed. They must go into court with that energy, with that intention. Let the truth be revealed without any expectation of outcome for themselves. Just let the truth be revealed, right? But I'm being told that it'll be put over. But tell them to go to the court with that energy. Let the truth be revealed. Lauren, you're doing awesome. How am I doing with processing past lives, traumas, and the current? You're doing really well. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah. You want to ask Archangel Michael to help you with any residual that you can't see or feel. Ask Archangel Michael to come into your field and help release some of that older energy from your subconscious field as well. That'd be really helpful for you right now. Wonderful. I want to say thank you, everybody, for coming out today. Remember what the Divine Collective said earlier. End your enslavement to the world. End your enslavement to the world. To what the world thinks you should be or do, or what you think you should be or do to get the world to love you. You came here as an expression of love. You came into this world as an expression of love. You need to remember that. And you need to articulate, what is my expression of love as a thought, as a word, as an action? And it could be painting a painting. It could be dancing a dance. It could be singing a song. It could be becoming a mom or becoming a dad. It could be becoming an architect. But you need to discover what your love's expression is, not to get the world to tell you who you should be. You already are a whole and complete being. The Creator created you to be something unique, not to be like everybody else. I want to wish you all much love. Thank you for your questions. For those of you that want to support this channel, you can do so through my Patreon page, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. We have a monthly patrons only live event. That is very exciting. And so please do that, William Michael Forbes at patreon.com. And yes, have yourselves a great weekend. I'll see you guys on the meditation tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm looking forward to seeing you then. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joy-filled Friday. Bye-bye.